And so then our grid for this one, as we see the 207 cart of Munchen struggling. But regardless, the 205, Mads Rees, will be our pole sitter. Mads Rees, the winner of last week's Rotax Hero Trophy here. He'll be starting alongside Christian Kuipers in the 214. The 215, Teresa Babikova. She'll be lining up third alongside Stefan Fertbauer in the 246. Reves Levente in fifth and Kamal Agha in sixth in the 277. Adrian Dobrich in the 333 will be joined by Georgie Zoin in the 323. Taro Marai in 9th and Slavik Kushitin in 10th, rounding out the top 10 of our order. Donny Holt, Dawid Mazlukics, Rasmus Vendelbo, Mikus Vizevics, Lolan Seigel and Mihai Rez Munchen. The rest of our order. Munchen has got off the dummy grid and will join the rest. Fortunately for him, he will be taking part in this one after that early scare. So 2x2 formation once again. Mads Rees leading the order. They're being told to keep it slow. But now they're definitely not. We are underway, and it's Mads Rees who has the lead coming off the line. The 215 for the first corner takes second place. That's Babikova. Teresa Babikova gets into second. Contact further back there. I believe the 207 involved in that one. We saw some contact, and indeed it was the 207, so the woes continue for Munchen. But there's Mads Rees at the head of the field. Teresa Babikova in seconds. Looks like she's managing to break away from Christian Kuipers in third. Indeed, 4/10 between Babikova and Kuipers. However, no doubt about who's in the lead. That 205, Mads Rees, building an advantage. Already half a second after the first lap. Will Babikova be able to respond and hold on to the back of that 205 cart in this 10-lap race? There is the 205. Popping the curb a bit there. Comes across the line to complete the second lap of 10. Again, quite heavy on the curb. Attacking driving from Mads Rees. The young Dane. Actually the Danish champion last year as well. Oh, and some contact further back there. I believe that was 277 of Kamal Agha going over the grass and ending up getting rear-ended by another of the drivers there, but both continue on their way. There's the 333 cart of Adrian Dobrich being followed by the 323 of Georgie Zoin. There's the 214 coming through our picture. That's Kuipers in third position. But the 203 very close behind. That's Reves Levente. Levente, rather. And he's fourth. He started fifth, and it looks like he might want third. Stefan Fertbauer is directly behind him. But a good battle on here for third place, potentially. That, of course, is allowing Teresa Babikova to break away somewhat. Now 1.1 seconds for the leader Rees at the front of the order. We continue to focus on this battle for third place. It's still Kuipers in third, but for how long will that last? Up the inside, looking there, was Stefan Furtbauer on Levente. Didn't manage to make the move stick. It was just a look rather than a move, I think. Sitting noticeably higher in the kart is Furtbauer, and you see him there having to tuck his head in to try and compensate, try and prevent any issues with drag. Clearly quite a tall driver. 1.5 seconds now Rees has over Babikova. It looks as though on this last lap, Kuipers has started to break away from Levente too. So Levente now really more under attack than he is attacking. And there's the move. We've been expecting it for a while, and Furtbauer goes through, but he then doesn't get the run off the hairpin, or does he? He does. He manages to keep hold of the position. I thought he'd maybe run a bit wide out on the exit of the hairpin and lost the position again. However, he's passed Levente, he's dispatched him. Now he has to try and hold on, Furtbauer in the 2.46. Levente's still all over the back of him. And in turn, they have Dobrich in the 3.33 for company. So it's now the battle for fourth that's the most interesting. We've lost Kuipers from this, really. He's driven off into the distance and is now trying to chase down Babikova. One of the carts off there in the distance. Didn't quite see who that was, but we'll have lost a couple of positions in that one. Babikova still a comfortable second, but this battle for fourth, far from settled. Furtbauer has got through, but he's not exactly breaking away. Rees crosses the line. 2.2 seconds now our leader has. There's the 2.46. Furtbauer, Levente in fifth. And we have that battle for sixth as well that's just kind of joining on to this train. A four-way battle for fourth position. There's a battle for sixth. They touched there. That was Dobrich trying to hold on. I believe that might have been Kuchitin taking sixth place away from Dobrich. Indeed it was. And that's kind of broken that up a bit as well. It's the nature of this racing. A little bit of argy-bargy between two drivers and suddenly they drop off and end up in a whole other pack. So we're on the penultimate lap here. You see plenty of tussles further back there. Good overtaking move there for the 2.77 of Aga. However, as we get towards the start of this final lap, Mads Rees crosses the line. Let's see if we can look to the leader in a short while. There goes Furtbauer in fourth. You should see Rees come through the picture here. There he is, the leader of this race. Mads Rees. It's a comfortable lead. Babikova in second, still has a good amount of time over Christian Kuipers as well. Flips the curb gently on the way out. Through the final chicane he goes. An expert drive then from Mads Rees. He crosses the line to take the win. Babikova 3.2 seconds further back in second place, ahead of Christian Kuipers. Furtbauer held on to fourth place after taking it from Levente a few laps ago. Levente held on to fifth in turn. Pushitin, Dobrich, Zoen, Murai and Aga are top 10, although we've just moved another of the karts further down the order, so actually now 10th place is the number 255, which is Dawid Mazlakowicz. So he's now 10th. Jasowicz in the 210 11th. Seigel 12th in the 211. The 202 of Hott, Zowen and Munchin with the 209 at the back of the order, Rasmus van Delbo in the first of the Junior Max races.